Welcome to the Northern Ontario Mining Showcase podcast. It's a limited series for the Echo Community Podcast Network by Story Studio Network and Clark Communications. We highlight the influential voices, partners, and leaders who are driving innovation, research, and development, creating new market opportunities and new ways of doing business in the mining industry.
The Echo Network is on location at the Northern Ontario Mining Showcase, all part of PDAC 2024. And at the Northern Ontario Mining Showcase, we're welcoming Bruno Lalonde, who's the president of NSS Canada. Bruno, tell us a little bit about your company.
Yeah, no, we've been based out of Sudbury since 1989. We've been around for 30 plus years. Just recently taken on ownership of the group. Within that, we've automated a system with the Leica Total Station that allowed us to really look at different ways to synergize around survey processes. So what we wanted to do is be able to work with a group and then creating that synergy and becoming that premier positioning system for the underground space. So we understood that there was some issues and some problem solving that we wanted to do. So by automating by automating that process, we were able to define something called MOS, Miner Operated Survey System. So this is something we brought to market that allowed us to really bring in true partnerships within the group, like like this fellow beside me named Rainier. Rainier is from Komatsu, and this is where we see a lot of our partnership strength in bringing this positioning system into his drills.
You know, it's Rainier. Thanks for being here. Komatsu is a massive brand. It's a global brand, and Bruno here is a smaller company out of Sudbury, soon to be a much bigger company with these incredible partnerships. Tell us about your partnership and why you chose Bruno's company.
Sure. So firstly, we are based in Sudbury. So our engineering product development for all drilling and load and haul underground products is based right here in Sudbury. So what happened is we were looking for technology to incorporate into our machines as part of solving the challenges that our mining customers have on a daily basis. And while scouting, essentially, we came across NSS. And we started engaging in conversation and starting to have a look at the technology they have and the system and the processes. And then we started working together. And what happened is we had this great collaboration of like-minded people that focused on solving problems and challenges very quickly. And by doing that, we kind of developed, products that really addresses our customers' concerns and challenges in the underground mining space. And we're very excited about that because this year is our biggest year. We're actually launching quite a few products into the market this year. The biggest one's going to be at Mining Expo 2024.
That's exciting. And I don't often go to a survey company and that survey companies are saving lives, but that's exactly what you're doing.
Yeah, one of our biggest key focuses is removing that human from the face. So trying to solve those problems to allow us to really utilize the efficiency and of a system that allows us to bring the human away from the face. So we capture what I call is a reality capture in that space, and working with Komatsu is we want to be able to be safer, faster, and more efficient. At the end of the day, I want his drills drilling faster. So how do we do that? By implementing technology. So we've designed this technology to be quick, fast, and easy, and removing people away from the most harmful space.
It must be with this incredible technology and the advancements of what's happening that it doesn't actually take people out of the equation, this type of technology. It just puts them in a different, safer place.
That's correct, yeah. So we're not replacing the operators. We're giving the operators the right tool set to make them more effective at the jobs. And to your point, to remove them from harm and remove them from risk. They now no longer need to go in front of the machine or close to a face to do a very traditional process for marking up a directional drilling. This can all be done now from the safe confines of the operator enclosure.
You know what's interesting is I wonder that with autonomous and young people, my son's 24, he's got into the mining sector. They play video games, these young kids. And it's almost like they're training to get ready for the autonomous revolution.
Yeah, I really do believe in that, and part of what we're developing is to try and gamify the system, right? I mean, bringing the young influential people into industry and attracting them. I mean, that's the biggest thing right now is attracting talent to such a dynamic industry is where I find we got to look outside the box. And working with groups like Komatsu allows us to really synchronize and our synergy and the way that our culture and the way that we envision how do we attract those people is so key to our cores. And that's where this partnership to me total sense being able to see from top down at Komatsu Hard Rock and working with Rainier and his team, the values in behind it and what they attract. And that's what we're starting to really attract, is that gamifying, that, you know, those individuals in industry that are just able to come out and start looking outside the box. Because if we're not looking outside the box, someone's going to beat us. And that's our plan, is to beat the competition.
And it's inspiring for me when I see a massive global brand, you know, doing their due diligence to find innovative products in these smaller markets, I'll say Sudbury and such. Your value alignment with safety and innovation, it must be a perfect relationship between NSS and Komatsu.
Absolutely. From the start, the alignment was there. The direction, the drive is all in the same direction, which is great for us. And to Bruno's point, you know, humans are the most precious resource we have in mining. Everybody cries out about a skills shortage. Everybody's concerned about the future, where to find skilled labor. And what we're doing is really attracting more young talent to the mining, whereas previously they would have viewed mining almost as a dirty career. You know, nobody wants to be using a pick hammer underground and breaking rock by hand. But now when you start looking at the technology and what's actually involved in the mining processes, we try and broadcast that message to the younger audience and showcase, look, that if you're good at gaming, if you're good at, you know, coding, if you're good at software, if you're good at all these other areas which would traditionally not be part of mining, these doors are now open to you, and it's a really good career.
You know, it's exciting times here at the Northern Ontario Mining Showcase, brought to you by FedNor, and we're a part of PDAC 2024. Please drop by. The NSS Canada booth is here. They have some really cool things that we're going to show you here, but also you can put on some of their incredible gear and virtual reality gear to see exactly how they do everything. Thank you both very much, and have a very successful show.
Awesome. Well, thank you.
Thank you, Scott.
Thanks for listening to the Northern Ontario Mining Showcase podcast. The series is produced for the Echo Community Podcast Network by Story Studio Network and Clark Communications. For more information, visit our website, northbayecho.ca.